I wanted to share this with you. I was up last night on and off for hours, and this is what kept going through my spirit. And so I'm just going to share this. This is a personal reason why I am here. Number one, I don't know whether you know this or not, but your DNA, that double helix strand, that unique signature that is only you, that is the proof. Your DNA, like if I were to say, was my dad actually my dad? You know how they test it? They check his DNA and mine. Do they match up? You know what I mean? Am I his and as he mine? And it's important, historically, from ancient cultures around the world, this has been documented, but there was a time when evil forces came into our world thousands of years ago. People began to play with DNA, splice, mutate, crossbreed, all kinds of things. And ultimately, from a biblical standpoint, it says that the intention of every person's heart was only evil. Because if you've ever seen any of the DC comics or Marvel comics, when people's DNA change, their moral compass changes. You've seen it. The lizard man who shot himself, he wanted his arm back. He gets his arm back, but then he's like a murderer, crazy dude. It's all like that. And those are movies, but there is historical, account in ancient records on stone tablets that this kind of thing, happened. Well, the world was wiped out and removed because it was no longer the DNA of its creator. And pure DNA was started again. And here we are. We're all relatives of that. But we have come into a time and place where knowledge has increased. The ability of medical intervention is so remarkable. Some of it's wonderful. Some of it is really terrifying. But what can happen is not only is our environment, damaging to our DNA, whether it's the foods that we eat, the air that we breathe, the water we drink, the UV rays of the sun, we talk about it, but it's more than that now. It's also the things that are being secretly put in our water or air, in the sky above us, or even injected into our own bodies. And it is damaging and altering to DNA, and we don't know where it's going to end. And that's what's going on in alternative media right now, all over the place. That's what they're talking about. But I want you to know this: for such a time as this, these molecules exist. Now, I call them messianic molecules because that's my little Georgism of what I do. But what does that mean? It means, and this is like, Hippocrates said, let your food be your medicine, your food. Paracelsus, the father of Western pharmacology, before it became what it is today, said this: all that mankind needs to sustain good health and healing is provided by the creator in nature. The challenge of science is to find it. You know what? I believe those things. And right now we have molecules that are in our product. We talk about it. It's our GSH BioBlend. 5 core ingredients around 3, really it's around 3 molecules. It is about, glutathione, it's about ace-mannan, and it's about SOD. We have 3 ways that we support glutathione: N-acetylcysteine, bioavailable glutathione, and also S-acetylglutathione. Those are 3 different ways, but it's glutathione technology. Ace-mannan, remarkably, one of my mentors, Dr. Reg McDaniel, has been out there and has, been pushing on taking ace-mannan to the planet for years. When he was out sharing all these remarkable results with people that shouldn't be recovering, from every medical reason, you don't know why they're recovering, but somehow putting the missing nutrients back into their body was causing their immune system and their DNA and all these different amazing things to happen. While he was sharing it, somebody came up and said to him, he said, now that molecule that you're showing there, is that what it looks like under a microscope?
Are you telling me that every cell in my body has this structure on it? I said, yes. He says, that's the shin. Well, I was on a thing like this and I reached down kind of like this. I said, the shin? He said, no, not that. He says, that's a symbol for Yahweh in all the scrolls because his name is too holy and precious to write it out. So that symbol right there, the 3 chains with the 9 molecules of mannose make? He said, that's the shin. Did you come here to tell me that my Creator has put his signature on the surface of every cell in my body? I said, no, I didn't come here to tell you that. I had no idea, never heard of this before. That is the happiest person I ever had float out of a lecture, and I will never forget it.
Reaches down and he rubs his shin. And he says, no, not that shin. I'm talking about the Hebrew letter shin. That molecule is in the shape of a Hebrew letter that's called shin. It's part of the Shema. It's part of the Shaddai, the name of God. It's on the mezuzah on many doors of Jewish homes. It's like the Jewish security system, if you will, and he says, that is like the signature of the Creator on every cell in my body. And Dr. Reg was like, honestly, I'm not saying that, but that's really interesting. And he was the happiest guy Dr. Reg ever saw after, he wandered off after that meeting. Glutathione, same thing. 3 amino acids, once they've bonded and become one, no longer 3, but 1. Toxins out, energy in, repair, restoration, repair, regeneration, energy. This is like cellular life from the dead. Amazing molecule in glutathione and our GSH bio blend. When you put them all together, the last one is SOD, S-O-D. S-O-D is also a Hebrew word called sod. It means the mystery. But SOD, superoxide dismutase, actually can neutralize the free radical called superoxide anion. And everything else in the body will expend itself going after that. But SOD can do it like that. When you put these molecules together, we have something in our GSH bio blend that is unique. And I will tell you this, the DNA of the planet is under attack. People have made bad choices and they wish they hadn't made, but I will say this, when you deliver these nutrients to your biology begins to repair and regenerate and detoxify and cleanse and take it back to what the Creator intended so that you can live your life in alignment with all of creation. And that is awesome. That is our mission, and we have 2 different ways you can get that GSH bio blend. It's in our workhorse, which is GSH, the capsule product, and that product, builds glutathione, recycles glutathione. The other product is our racehorse, which is our energy product. That product is streamlined for productivity, energy, and so forth. But the GSH bio blend is in both of them. It's just aligned for an alternate purpose. And so what I want to say, is this, it is for such a time as this that we've got a company, but this company needs to expand. People need what we have.